At AltEnergy, we have a simple purpose: to provide our users with the most comprehensive and up-to-date information available on all significant large-scale renewable energy projects in Australia and New Zealand, from conception to commissioning to generating. What follows is a brief guide on how to use and get the most out of AltEnergy services. We will use the megawatt subscription level to demonstrate, as it is the most complex. Kilowatt users will have access to some of these features, but at a more basic level. So you've subscribed and logged in. What happens now? You should be seeing a screen that looks like this for kilowatt subscribers, or this for megawatt subscribers. As mentioned before, we will focus on the megawatt subscription for this video. However, a more basic version of Project Search is also accessible to kilowatt subscribers. On the megawatt login landing page, you will see links to the 3 core modules: Project Search, Renewables Radar, and AltEnergy Archive Search. Project Search data and maps are the starting point for most users' experiences with AltEnergy, and are at the heart of the service we provide to all subscribers. Our maps have continued to evolve in scope and complexity over time. In particular, our partnership with Rosetta Analytics has enabled us since early 2025 to offer AltEnergy users increasingly rich and dynamic mapping and data download services. The Project Search map provides a clear view of the scale of renewable energy projects in Australia and New Zealand, from the broad scale down to the individual project level. Data is updated 2 or 3 times a week at a minimum, depending on the level of activity. Satellite, terrain and street views are supported. Users can zoom in to a particular region or area on the map down to the individual project level, and move around the map in any direction, or go straight to a location, address or geographic feature if you prefer. Alternatively, use the numerous search fields, or combinations of fields, to make a query. We have designed these search field options so they should be self-explanatory, but let's look at an example. Let's say we want to find out all the large-scale battery projects with planning and environmental approvals in New South Wales. So we would select battery in the technology field, FID/under construction in the status field, and NSW in the state field. Click Update to see the results in Map View, from where you can click on individual projects to find out more. Or select List View, from where individual projects can be clicked to load more information. Clicking either the project icon in Map View or the project name in List View will open the project's datasheet, which contains more detailed information about each project. These project datasheets include all the essential data about the projects presented in table form, including features such as the relevant technology, capacity, storage capacity if relevant, owner/developer, status such as proposed, approved, FID/under construction, commissioning/grid connection or cancelled, expected cost, state including NZ, location, REZ/region, operational date, and DUID when applicable. Quick tip: in the status field, if a project is classified as approved, it means all relevant local, state and federal planning and environmental approvals have been received. Courtesy of our partners Rosetta Analytics, generation data is available for operating projects that are registered with EMO. Beneath the main map, you will find options to show or hide a variety of different map layers on the main map. These include proposed new high-voltage transmission lines, solar irradiation data, wind speed data, local government areas and postcode boundaries, and land title/cadastre information. Thanks to an agreement with the Australian National University's 100% Renewable Energy Group, we also have map layers for a cost-based approach to evaluating land parcels for renewable energy suitability using color-coded heat maps that visually depict favorable locations. A collaboration with Rosetta Analytics has enabled us to add boundaries to many of the more advanced projects in our database. These come from official sources and are extracted in either digital format or raster analog format. Digital format boundaries are accurately captured in a semi-automatic process. However, raster or analog boundaries need to be manually extracted, imported and scaled into our maps, and so are less accurate. For less developed or concept-only projects, we may only have enough information to include a single pin map reference located somewhere within the project boundary, or in a small number of cases, just a single point reference to the nearest town or geographic feature. In almost all cases, the boundaries will represent the overall project area rather than the smaller development footprint. Overall, there is a scale of accuracy as follows. Level 1. Highest accuracy, digital extraction from official source. Level 2. Medium to high accuracy, analog/raster extraction from official source. Level 3, high accuracy, single pin location within project boundary from official source. Level 4, low accuracy, single pin location to nearest town or geographical location, no official source. This level of accuracy will change and be upgraded as the project moves along the development process. However, we advise all users that while we make every effort to ensure these boundaries are as accurate as possible, for any high-level analysis of the maps which will be used in making business decisions, we strongly recommend you do your own due diligence and research. Megawatt subscribers also have access to a suite of powerful graphics and charts generated from AltEnergy's project database, powered by Rosetta Analytics. Up-to-date information from our comprehensive database is generated live and presented in informative and visually attractive graphics and charts. Examples include the total capacity of in-development and generating projects by state, the total number of in-development and generating projects by technology, for example solar or wind, EPC work in Australia rated by capacity, pipeline of in-development projects rated by owner or developer, capacity of generating projects by owner, capacity of major component supply contracts such as solar panels and wind turbines, capacity of EPC or lead contractor assignments. By using the magic supplied by Rosetta Analytics, there are countless permutations and inputs are, more or less, restricted only by the user's imagination. Let's look at an example. Let's use the same example as we did before for Project Search, all battery projects with FID or under construction in New South Wales. Then let's add ones that are in the commissioning/connection stage. Generated files can be downloaded and printed or saved as PDF files ready to be used for reports or presentations. The selected data can also be exported to Excel. In summary, the information provided by Renewables Radar allows the user to find meaningful and clear insights about the market at a micro and macro level. AltEnergy has been collecting detailed information about the renewable energy industry in Australia and New Zealand since 2017. Megawatt subscribers can access all this data, including all back copies of AltEnergy's weekly Watts News report, official company and government news releases and presentations, proprietary information gained by AltEnergy, development and environmental approval reports, and town planning reports. Enter a search term to see a list of results from where the source PDF file can be previewed and downloaded. Search term results are highlighted in the preview. This powerful tool, designed by Rosetta Analytics, enables users to find all the background about a particular project as it developed, search for a company or individual to track their recent history, track policy changes, just as a few examples of the wealth of industry information available. Allow AltEnergy to minimize the time you need to spend on researching and finding industry-specific information. Megawatt Plus SDL subscribers have all the features of a Megawatt subscription as shown before, plus the ability to download, on demand, almost all the information available in our database and maps. Thanks to our partnership with data analysis experts Rosetta Analytics, we are now able to offer our subscribers whole-of-database spatial export files, including project shape boundaries. Download AltEnergy spatial files including boundary shape polygons in ESRISHP file, KML and GeoJSON formats. Download AltEnergy data Excel CSV files with single-point locations. Both options allow subscribers to import all the key project data from the AltEnergy database, such as project name, capacity, storage capacity, state, status, REZ or region, description, developer, developer contacts, major contractors, and more. Incorporate these datasets directly into your organization's data warehouses to streamline spatial analysis across teams. Designed for compatibility with ESRI feature servers and enterprise GIS environments, Megawatt Plus SDL downloads enable seamless integration into internal platforms, supporting precise geospatial workflows and strategic decision-making. Also, please be aware of our terms and conditions of use of the database download files, which can be found on the website or by request on email. Each week, subscribers receive by email a news report covering all the significant activity that has occurred in the industry over the previous week. Our focus is on hard, project-related news about utility-scale projects. We leave the policy discussion and opinion to the commentators. Information provided includes new projects, status and approval updates, contract awards, and relevant developer, industry, and government news releases. Links back to our database are provided for all the relevant projects. A linked index so you can skip straight to the stories that interest you is included at the front of each edition, plus a handy summary of the major project milestones reached during the week. The week's news from a wide range of reliable sources is collated into one document in date order for you to read at your convenience. Or you can log in and read each edition and back issues online. Story ideas and project information are always welcomed. At AltEnergy, we have a simple purpose: to provide our users with the most comprehensive and up-to-date information available on all significant large-scale renewable energy projects in Australia and New Zealand. Get in touch if you have any questions about the best way to use our services.